guys, let's take a quick look here at Immutable X or IMX on the ticker. This is the daily time frame, guys. You can see this, and right now we're getting a green candle today. So we have gone up. Well, since the bottom, it looks like what was the bottom? $1.33. So about 10 cents we have climbed today. Now we have been up at a high of 146, which you can see, guys, lines up with this resistance right here on the daily time frame. So basically we hit that right on, and if I zoom in, you can see that really touched that line and pulled back. So let me go on a little bit lower time frame here. Let's look at the 4 hour. Now the good thing is we have closed the 4 hour candle above this Fibonacci level, so we're trying to maintain this next Fibonacci, instead of being in this reaccumulation zone. So that is a good sign, guys. So let's hope we can keep that, but we do need to bust through $1.46 and continue going higher. Now the next resistance will be up at about $1.70, $1.71, and yeah, I mean, if we zoom out here in the 4 hour, basically from the 24th to the 27th, we kind of had a triple top here. We hit it here, we tried to push through here, got rejected, and then we tried to push through here on the 27th of August and got rejected. So I think that's kind of why we're seeing this pullback. We do have a triple top, and basically yesterday with all the liquidations with Bitcoin, that wasn't good for every coin, although we're not seeing many of the coins fall back as much as Bitcoin at the moment. So yeah, it did cause a little bit of a pullback, but maybe that's why we entered into this reaccumulation zone. But overall, it actually hasn't pulled back that much, which is a good sign. Now Immutable X, there's 2 billion coins, but only about, let's just say, 75 to 80% are out right now. And if we look at Bitcoin, you can see that Bitcoin is basically just below the 60.2 mark. It got rejected here, and keep in mind this is the 4 hour time frame again, and it's gotten rejected here in the last 4 hour of the candle, and it almost touched it on this candle. I mean, if we zoom in, you'll see it got quite close, but didn't quite touch it. But like I always say, these lines are not 100%, so maybe we can say it got rejected too here. And we'll see, guys. There is support down here at the top of this Fibonacci, which is about $57,500. And you do have this trend line, which is a long-term trend line that I drew a long time ago. And you can see that, okay, Bitcoin has fallen through several times, but it quickly recovered in every instance. So basically, we do have that as support. Let's hope we don't have to use it. We do need to break 60.2 once again. We talk about this all the time in this channel. And then we talk about 61.3 being very important. After that, 63.1 and 63.8 will have to be broken again. And let's see if we can do it, guys. We really need to start going up. We're coming to a point where it's make or break with Bitcoin. Now, if we talk about economic numbers and things, basically tomorrow is very important. We have some speakers. There is jobless claims, core PCE prices for Q2, yeah, and pending home sales, things like this. So big day tomorrow with economic news. And Friday, there is the CPI from the European Union, and we also have, ECB's Schnabel speaking. I don't know why that's here twice. I guess she's doing two different conferences. There is also unemployment rate for the European Union as well. But most importantly, we do have core PCE price index tomorrow, not tomorrow, Friday. And you do have personal spending, Chicago PMI, and Michigan numbers as well, all coming out. So yeah, guys, it's going to get really volatile in the next couple of days. And also, we must mention that NVIDIA does have their earnings call at about 5 p.m. Eastern time, which is about 11 p.m. European time, Central European time. And we'll see if they have good earnings. I do believe Bitcoin will go back up, guys. Now, how much? Who knows? I think we can break 60.2 easily. I don't know if we'll break the weekly resistance here at 61.3, but I think we'll eventually do that if we do have good numbers on Friday. You know, like I said, all of these numbers are quite important for Friday. Now, CME, if we talk about that, basically about interest rate cuts here. If we look at January, it's still people expecting about 4.25% interest rate. Now, that would mean somewhere along the way, whether it's January or whether it's September or November or December, we're going to have like a half-point cut somewhere along that, you know, line. But I'm just not sure we will get a half-point cut. Now, September is still looking like about 2/3 believing a quarter-point cut is coming, but a third believe still there's a half-point, you know, cut chance. So November is, again, guys, it's almost a tie between the 450 to 475 to 475 to you know 500 you know BPS. So we'll see. I do believe it'll be a quarter-point cut though. And if we look at December, basically, you know, it looks like majority believing 4.25 to 4.5. So I don't know. I'm in the camp quarter. January, we'll see. I think it's just too far. I almost think they will skip the cut in January and reevaluate everything in March. But people in March are still expecting more cuts, as you can see. So anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I got for you today concerning Immutable X and Bitcoin at the moment. So let's see if Immutable X can break this resistance and stay out of this Fibonacci level. And let's see, with good earnings, maybe with NVIDIA, if we can break this 60.2 mark and start moving towards 61.3. If you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.